Hi everyone. We are in very special times. We are coming of a great, holy, special day, the day of Yom Kippur, and we're going in to very special days, the days of the holiday of Sukkot. With the great mitzvahs that we have a Sukkot, to sit in the sukkah, the lulav, and so on and so forth. Simchas Beis HaShoeva. As we know, it's all connected. And it says, Barkese leyoim chagenu, meaning to say, kese means concealed. That in Yom Kippur we have everything. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur we have everything. Layoim means day, when it has become day, when it get revealed. Chagenu in the Chag of Sukkot. So in other words, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot are all connected. And whatever we worked for, at Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, the results all gets revealed in the holiday of Sukkot. And there's a lot of layers into that, a lot of points into it. Just we'll share one short idea. That as we know, the mitzvah of Sukkot, as one common denominator with all the ideas of the Sukkot, and that's the idea of unity. That we're sitting in one sukkah, everybody sits in one sukkah, all in the mitzvah itself. And as we know also the mitzvah of the lulav and the etrog, the adasim, the arava, that combines all different types of Jews. But let's not get into all the details. Sukkot represents the unity of Am Yisrael as we become one. And this, as we said before, comes from Yom Kippur. Because the whole idea of Yom Kippur is, as we know, Yom Kippur is the unity of Jew and a God, that Hashem and we become one in Yom Kippur. As we know, especially in time of the Beit HaMikdash, when the Kohen Gadol, Achad Bashana, one day of the year, he would walk in to the Beit HaMikdash, to the Kodesh HaKodashim himself. And when he walked in himself, he represented the entire Am Yisrael as being one, and he connected there to Hashem with a great connection. On that unity that we have on Yom Kippur, us and Hashem together as one, we bring it into Sukkot, all of us together with Hashem, all of us together united in one sukkah with the mitzvah with Hashem. As we know, the sukkah is the arm of God, is being explained, the arm of God hugging us. So we all sitting, all Am Yisrael, in one sukkah, and Hashem hugging us, meaning to say Hashem is united with us. So all this we derive from Yom Kippur. But who is the one in Yom Kippur that helps us to be one with Hashem? As we said before, there's the Kohen Gadol. The Kohen Gadol is the one that combines all Jews together, and he brings us all to be united with Hashem. And the same thing is got to be on Sukkot. We all unite together. But who is the one unites us together? Is the Kohen Gadol in our generation. And this is the Rebbe in our generation. Unites us together in this holiday of Sukkot. That we become one. We connect. Unite together. But we need the Kohen Gadol to unite us together with Hashem together. And this is how we know about Rebbe. He loved when everyone, as much as people possible, would unite and come together in the holiday to be with the Rebbe. As we have many stories about it, the people asked, the Rebbe asked some people why didn't they come. The Rebbe really loved more and more people to be together. Self-understood, only the ones that were able to, because that was the beauty of the Kohen Gadol, the beauty of the leader, to unite everyone in this beautiful holiday of Sukkot. I just wanted to share one little short story, and with this we'll conclude. It's really a personal, very personal story. And this was my father, should rest in peace in heaven, came the first time to the Rebbe in 1971. But then, a few years later, he would come every year or two to be with the Rebbe for this Sukkot, especially for Simchat Torah, that this is the conclusion of Sukkot, as this is the real unity. One year he decided it's time to bring his wife, that's my mother, let her be well, Bezrat Hashem. But self-understood, from Israel, my parents lived in Israel, to come is very expensive. So one ticket is one thing, 2 tickets was a lot of money. But he still decided it's time to bring my mother to, that she should also be with the Rebbe in this holiday. So when they were talking, my parents, I was not there, I was already with the Rebbe then. When they were talking between themselves, they said, their son is already here by the Rebbe so many years. Maybe it's time when they come together, they should bring their daughter too. Not the rest of the kids, but at least one girl, the next daughter that's after me. And they were debating yes and no. They decided they should do it. It's already going to be a big expense. One more ticket, let her come with him. But all this is nice talk, but when it comes action, it's very hard to afford this. So by the end, the decision was that another chance shall come. At this time, my parents came themselves. My parents came, it was the middle of Sukkot. And the first time my mother went to see the Rebbe was the day the Rebbe would give out lekach. Sukkot, on Shana Rabbah, the Rebbe would give out lekach to Hasidim, to men, women, children. And my mother came by too. First time ever seeing the Rebbe, and physically first time the Rebbe ever seeing her. And she passed by, you stretch your hand and ask for lekach. Lekach is a sweet cake that we ask before Yom Kippur, but the Rebbe was also on Hoshana Rabbah. And she stretched out her hand, she asked for lekach. Big lineup, self-understood. So many people, whoever was there remembers the lines to get this sweet cake from the Rebbe and get the bracha of a sweet year. Couldn't ask for better. And she was in line waiting too. And finally when it comes a turn, she with her hand stands in front of the Rebbe to get a lekach. The Rebbe looks at her and he takes out the lekach to give her. But then he asks her a question. And he says to her, "And where is your daughter? Where is your daughter?" My mother started crying right away of a shock, self-understood. She explained they couldn't afford, hopefully next year. The Rebbe was calming her down. He said, "Don't worry, next year hopefully she'll be here." But I'm not getting into the miracle to the Rebbe ad Ruach HaKodesh when he saw the conversation my parents had in Israel about bringing my sister. Let's not get into all this. I'll leave it to you to think about that. But the Rebbe loved, where is she? He wanted her to be together with him. This is the idea of Sukkot. All sitting together, all being united. But the real unity in Mitzvah Hashem is to be with our Rebbe. But this we have to wait to Mitzvah Hashem for Mashiach Tzidkenu. But let's all, before this holiday of Sukkot, we're going to have Mashiach with us. We're really going to be united, as we say in the prayer, Yakim Lanu Sukkahs David and fellas. We're going to have the real Sukkah of all Am Yisrael sitting together with Mashiach Tzidkenu Bekarev Mamish. Everyone have a sweet Shabbos, a sweet holiday, a sweet Sukkot, and a sweet Simchas Torah. Or we'll talk soon.